Hello! This is Hooked by Happenstance. I'm Kendra, and this is Peachlet. Peachlet is my fibery doppelganger, who many of you are already familiar with. Now, she has helped me to embrace fun and games when it comes to coming up with the projects that I'm going to focus on. And so far, the things that she has most been interested in are my crochet endeavors. So with the series Let Peachlet Pick, she would help me go to the various drawers of my yarn stash, which she would randomly assign me, and then I would on the fly come up with a project from there. With Let Peachlet Play Bingo, she has assigned me a number of potential challenges to choose from and try to order them in a way that I can make, lines of bingos. And that has been an interesting way for me to approach my crochet projects and see how different things can kind of interact and make up a month of my time. But now she's inspired by my Sunday Sunrise, which tends to take a more overarching view of my crafty life. It doesn't purely focus on my crocheting. It focuses on my crocheting and my Patreon and the channel here and my online shop and the other things that I might like to get done that are crafty that I want to share here that I think might inspire some other people. So she and I have been trying to find a way to kind of spice things up, keep ourselves interested, and the best way to do that is to gamify things. Or at least that's what her and I think. So we have developed a new game, which I will now explain to you because she does not have a mouth. She will sit over here while I do that. So this is the Let Peachlet Play board, and what happens is we have this lovely yarn ball token which will be dropped down and it will do a little maneuvering and it will fall into one of these cups down here. It's like the game Plinko, if any of you are familiar with that, like they used to have on The Price is Right. They might still. I haven't watched The Price is Right in like a decade, but I used to watch it quite a bit. And it was always so much fun to see where the Plinko chip would land. So the Peachlet ball, we'll see where it ends up. So I thought that I would just give you a quick overview of the different categories that are potentials for Let Peachlet Play. First we have Add to the Pattern Pile. I have a number of patterns that are either just waiting to be published, like I need to just get on it and publish them onto Peachlet's Pattern Pile on Patreon. Oh, the alliteration, which is a level of patronage over on my Patreon page. Also, I have a number of patterns that I have done like the groundwork for or I'm in process and really just need to sit down and get it done to finish those patterns. So adding a pattern to the pattern pile means that during the time period she assigns me that task, I need to get a pattern done and out to y'all. The next one is I'm Fairly Prepared. As you all know, another thing that I really enjoy every year is our county fair, and I like to enter all the areas because I'm a strange overachiever in that way. But I also tend to procrastinate and wait till the last minute. Now last year, Peachlet did help me pick my fair projects off a list, but we did it in a short period of time and those videos came out quite quickly because I had to get it done. But I'm trying to be a bit more prepared now. Starting in March, the fair is the end of July. I can get some things done early if that's where the chips fall. So how that all works out, I will explain if and when it is picked. Next we have Make Makes Monday Happen. So you know the thing that tends to make a crochet fiber channel for people? Oh, it's the standard podcast model where you sit and you talk about the things you've made and the things that you're making, and you probably talk about your tea and whatever that everybody else does, and you apologize about talking about your personal life. Like that's a podcast, right? That's what everybody comes for. Well, for some reason, that is the type of video I least like making, but people most enjoy watching. The only thing that might top that is haul videos, which I am semi-morally opposed to, even though I've made them myself, and people love them. So, podcasts are a thing that is difficult for me to just buckle down and do, and the end result I tend to ultimately like. So Peachlet is going to help me make those happen. Maybe. Or maybe she'll save me and pick something else. We'll see. The next one is the one that I think some of you might like the best, which is Pick a Patron. So there are a number of you who support me over on Patreon. Your names are displayed on my lovely Wall of Fame, which is behind you right now. And you support me at different levels over there. So what I'm going to do is, starting with everybody that has supported for this last month. So if you don't know on Patreon, whenever you sign up, you're not billed till the first of the following month. And so it's a weird system of how they work payments, but basically you sign up and then you're billed the following month, and then I tend to send out postcards that next month, and it stair steps that way. So what I'm going to do is, everybody that has been patroned up this last month, I'm going to put your names in a bowl, and you get one ticket into that bowl for each $1 of sponsorship that you have taken on. So if you're a $2 patron, you'll get your name in twice. If you're a $10, you'll get your name in 10 times. I'm going to scoop all those together. I'm going to pick a name out, and the one who is picked gets something. And I will tell you what they get, and it's real good. But I think I'm gonna save what they get till we pick it once, because I think that'll be fun. But I tell you, it will be something that anybody who's a patron of mine will want. So that is how that works. And with that, what I will do is, say I go all month this month and don't pick a patron. Well, then I will add next month's patrons into that same bowl. And then when I do finally pick a patron, then I will start over. I'll dump that bowl out and we'll start again. So that way your chances kind of keep ramping up over time, I guess. Alrighty, next we have Fill the Shop. I have not been prioritizing doing updates to my shop as much as I sometimes want to, because I've been prioritizing other things. So this will allow me to prioritize that sewing time that I need, because the bags don't sew themselves. I'm not magic, and there's only so many hours in my day. Part of this whole Let Peachlet Play process with this game is to help me spend more time playing in my life and help me pick the time that I spend working here on all things Hooked by Happenstance. And part of that is taking that time that I have allocated for all things Hooked by Happenstance and telling me where to stick it. So in this case, I'm supposed to stick that time into a shop update, which for me is somewhere between 8 to 10 bags. Would be the minimum amount that I would want to complete to do a shop update. Next, dress myself by myself, #handmade wardrobe. So as you know, I have been endeavoring to create a handmade wardrobe, and so far I'm doing pretty good. Like, it's getting there, but it's not getting there as fast as I would like. Again, sewing takes time, and I sometimes prioritize that time differently. And so this will allow me to prioritize making those items for myself, which I know tend to inspire a lot of you, and you just enjoy seeing the process. And I want to be spending time doing that. So this will allow me that opportunity. When that is what I land on, I am required to finish a garment/outfit to add to my handmade wardrobe. Now, this could be sewing a dress, sewing a top, doing one of those mashup, like the skirt crochet tops. It could be finishing a sweater. I think it will be beyond something like finishing an accessory, like a scarf, a shawl, a hat, whatever. It has to be like a full-on garment. But I will count sweaters as garments for my handmade wardrobe, because like I can put that on and wear it outside and not be indecent. But if I was just wearing the shawl, people would look at me weird because I wouldn't have a shirt on. So that is what that means. Next, and finally, we have Get Scrappy Happy. I have yarn scraps. I know we all do. And last year I did Scraptember. I am planning to do the same this year. If I have scraps in September, maybe I won't. I probably will. But if I don't, that would not be a bad problem. That would be a good problem to have. But what I intend to do when I land on Scrappy Happy is do a scrappy project and complete it. If that means completing something I already have in progress at Scrappy, or starting something new and then sharing that journey with you, because I think that can be useful, because everybody has scraps, and you can implement the ideas of the scrap projects I make into scrap projects of your own. Alright, y'all. The time has come to put my crafty life into her fibery little hands. Please be kind. I'm going to drop the yarn ball, and we'll see where it falls. I would let her do it, but yarn hands. Okay. I'll just let you sit right here. Ready? Okay. I'm going to drop it, and we're going to hope that the board cooperates. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're going to hope that the board cooperates. It's been a little sticky. So, let's try 1, 2, 3. Add to the pattern pile. Well, I guess now I get to finish a pattern for y'all. So what I'm going to do is put out some content this week that is stuff that's already like kind of recorded and comes out anyways. There won't be anything extra. And instead I will be putting my time to finishing a pattern. Which pattern? I have so many patterns. There's so many choices. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on the pattern, finish it up, do all the samples and things that need to happen. I will make a video that then talks about the pattern, what it is, you know, kind of walks you through it. And then the pattern itself will be available on Peachlet's pattern pile over on Patreon if that's a thing that you're interested in. So if you want to click down below, there's a subscribe button so that you don't miss the video about the pattern. Which pattern? So many options. Oh, so fun. So go ahead and click the subscribe button so you don't miss out, because I do put out content intermittently. There's not like a schedule, so you won't know when that video is coming if you don't hit that button. There's also a link down below to my Patreon page if you want to get the bingo board I talked about or see the levels of patronage and all those things. It's all down there. That, my friends, is everything. So exciting, so exciting, yay. Okay, Peachlet and I are off to pattern, and we will see you next time. Bye!